Here we go. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here we go. We are live. There we go. What's going on, guys? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. We don't know if we are live or not. It just we got a delay. Dang it. Says 4 people are watching. Live in 3 minutes. That's not right. 5 watching. We are live, it says. HVAC, how you doing? Welcome to the bullpen. We got 7 people watching. Give it a boost. Some part is being uncooperative. Ricky Drama, Princess Drama's curse. There it is. There we go. I just had to kick it. I had to kick her. Mrs. Drama, she's having a hard time for identification. Identification crisis. Maybe she got her panties on backwards. Never know. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have no crisis, identity crisis. So, but she said that I'm in the basement, but I'm not in the closet. So, so I'd rather be in the basement than in the closet. So. Oh, I got a phone call. Hello. Oh, Ricky. Do I say ma'am or do I say sure? Jerk off. Oh. And are you over talking to the queen? Are you talking to the king? Who are you talking to over there? Oh, gosh. Oh, man. You know, I mean, if I was coming out of the closet, I would just hope that my parents or relatives or family members don't watch my videos. come off the airplane. Hey, where is everybody? think they would be a little bit embarrassed. Grandma going, I knew he was a little bit odd. his cousin saying, no, the way he used to dress G.I. Joe. I knew he was a little bit Tinkerbell. Oh, heck. Just playing, Ricky. Just playing. It's all entertainment, ma'am. Oh, heck. Hope you guys are having a good week. Just hope everybody's having a good time. Enjoying the weather. Over here, the weather got a little bit cooler. It's been raining out. Definitely cooled down some, which is good. It was up in the 90s, high 90s last week, and now today was right around 78. So it dropped quite a bit. Hey, Jack. Well, somebody came out. Somebody came out, and I don't know if he came out of the closet, if he came out, if he's playing hide and seek. Maybe Frank and Bama's playing hide and seek. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I can only tolerate Frank and Bama so long, and then I gotta turn them off because I can't handle hearing Frank this and Bama this and Fazio painting his yellow drone. Now he's probably gonna paint it a rainbow color. Hello, Kiwi Mike. Yeah, I mean, uh, just a bunch of clowns in a circus, and I mean I can understand people blaming alcohol, having a bad hair day, but the way he was kissing violently, kissing that young person, young man, he, she, he, like it looked like he wasn't, looked like it wasn't the first time he was doing it. And yeah, it was kind of disturbing. I wonder if Fazio's father still believe that he's building a hotel. I don't know, dude. I can't watch the whole his whole videos and stuff. And Daisy, when she talks to Fazio on the camera, she sounds so disgusted at him when she talks. I mean, she sounds very disgusted when she has to talk to him. So it's not like she's happy to talk or she's happy to be with him. She's not a happy camper. How you doing, Daisy? Oh, I don't know. It's just a, just a bunch of confused people, and I don't know why they angry and they are lost and stuff. How is it going, Big Kev? I'm doing great. I'm losing weight. I'm exercising. I'm growing my hair. I just waxed it. I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm off my heavy medicine, my medication. Oh. Hey, Blue John. Thank you, brother. His son, my hand just itched. Thank you, John. My John just spent a day. He bought some basketballs for John's son, and he spent the whole day practicing basketball, kind of like a basketball camp with his son, his youngest son, doing basketball. So right now they're doing, fixing dinner. I just talked to John earlier, and I think John is having filet mignon or some kind of steaks that they're cooking up. But thank you, John, for the super chat. We appreciate that, my friend. I hope you guys are gonna. John's talking about cleaning out his swimming pool. He got some algae built up in the bottom of his swimming pool, so I think he's gonna suck it out, clean it out, and drain it, and get it ready for winter. They're gonna build a house over in Valencia, over in the Philippines. So that sounds kind of fun. Just draw a map, John. Where we living? Wink, wink. Not a no, don't draw one of those treasure maps. We'll let you know one of those dots where you're gonna be. Here is the airport. And dot 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 dot. Oh heck. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Daisy is a brave woman. My buddy Richard, we had a show. I had a show earlier today, and we were talking about some different things. Had a good show. We had a 2-hour show earlier today. Nico came on from Nico, my Nico experience, and he retali we retaliated a little bit from what Princess was talking about earlier today. She was bashing us, so we had to talk about him a little bit. He was calling us pathetic, whatever. He's calling us pathetic, but he's the one that was kissing on a he she lady boy, and he has has a brown finger. And the next day he was so drunk and he had a funny taste in his mouth. And he got his channel taken down, and he's regretting everything. Yeah, I bet. And he was saying that he had his booty maximus was hurting him. And you wonder why you got monkeypox. He swears up and down that nothing happened. Oh my goodness. And he ridicules us. Calls Big E a backstabber. Somebody got backstabbed. I mean, the way he was making out with that person in the bar, having that guy in the headlock. I don't know. Anybody want to come up? I just put the link out. You're more than welcome to come out and hang out with me for a little while here in the bullpen. Hey Ed, how you doing? We got Jack in the house. We got my friend John Balut is in the house. How you guys doing? Hey Don C is in the house. Don C is a friend of the channel. He's in Thailand. He's also a friend of Vicky Drama. Okay, wait. Kevin, that is total BS. He is very. She don't seem very happy. My opinion only, of course. Everything here is my opinion. I don't want people to think that I'm being coaxed. Not spreading lies. Not dumpster fire. Kiwi Mike. Morning, Don C. Oh, Kiwi Mike. Is this the real Kiwi Mike?
Yeah. The only one that will
Kiwi
fucking...
Mike.
Hang on, I'll get my headphones.
Is this the real Kiwi Mike?
Oops. Yeah. The only one that will fucking... Oops, I better turn that fucker down. I've got you on the TV, Kevin, so there was a bit of feedback. How are you?
I'm excellent, man. Losing weight.
Martin
Taking my
Bunta.
vitamins.
Huh? Okay.
Trying to look like you.
Trying to be as slim as me. Fuck, you got a long way to go, poor rather. I weighed myself the other day. I'm 110 kg. 110 kilograms. So
we don't use kilograms, young man. We use pounds.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know what that is in pounds, but I'm not that overweight. Probably about
How tall are you? Are you my height?
I'm the what? You want my Yahoo height or the real height?
well, don't say I don't want fisherman size, you know, because I caught a fish this big. You know?
I think I'm 179 centimeters. I don't know what that is. And
Jesus, man, you know, pounds.
Well, I'm
and
sorry,
feet,
we use
okay?
metrics here. I think I'm 5'8", if I'm correct.
You know that's like Bammer and Frank. You know,
yeah, I'm Barry's size, 5'8".
Yeah, no. Hey, Barry's only like Frank. I'm Frank and Barry and Fazio. They're all the same height. Sorry, you guys. I kind of hate telling you guys that, but you're all a bunch of midgets.
I'm still deciding whether I should go and support Bummer now. I got thrown under the...
What happened with Bama? I don't watch Bama, so
no, I'm just saying that I was you know how I've always backed that Frank. Well, Frank decided that he wanted to throw me under the bus the other day, and I'm sort of...
Why? What did you do there?
Huh? Oh, you didn't hear about it? Oh,
I don't watch those guys, so I apologize.
The long and short of it was, you know, he got some guy who gave him a couple of $100 in donations towards his legal fund, and then he saw me in the live chat and he started fucking hounding me. He's saying I should help donate to his cause because you know his cause is for everyone, not just for him. So he got $400 off some guy, and now he challenged everyone. He challenged Don C. He challenged PA Trucker. He challenged me. I don't know why he put me into the equation, but he called me. He says, he called me a fence jumper. And
fence
what else?
Jumper, huh?
Yeah, fence jumper. Surprise, surprise. And what else did he say that annoyed me? Oh, that's right. He said I was broke, but that's to be expected. Just to try and berate me into giving him a donation. I couldn't believe it.
Jack, I don't watch Barry. You don't see me making comments on Barry's channel. You never see me on Barry's channel.
No, anyway, I'm just saying that I might fucking go and donate to Barry's channel just to piss Frank off. That's how I'm feeling about now. I'm thinking to myself, against better judgment, I feel like I should just go and give Barry $400 just to fuck Frank off. That's how I feel right about now.
Oh, hey, Kenjamin.
Or shall I
How you
just give it
doing,
to you,
man?
Kevin?
Huh? Yeah,
Shall I?
hey, give it to me instead. Oh,
Uh,
there's Ken.
Hello, boys.
Hey, Ken.
So, yeah.
Morning.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in Manila now.
Did you get released?
Got released. Was out partying with Jay 3-4 days, and I'm now in Manila.
You said you was with Jay?
Yeah, man, we had a blast, man.
In the
Oh,
Cebu.
did you ever meet up with Big E?
No, he had other plans. It seems like. Yeah,
I don't know.
that was the plan, though. But it's always the next time, you know. It's not like I'm leaving. I'm gonna stay here for 4, 5, 6 months, man, and I will go back to Cebu, you know.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, I think we should all have 1 minute silence for Mama the Queen, who died the other day.
Yeah, she did. I mean, I grew up over there in the East Coast, so she was, that whole family, you know, kind of like a grandmother to us.
The old girl finally kicked the bucket, 96. That's not bad, though.
Yeah, her son, King Charles now,
Yeah, I
he's
think
pretty old himself.
he's 70 something, I think,
I
74.
think he's like 73.
Yeah, yeah, 74, I
73.
believe, Kevin.
Yeah.
She was the last reigning monarch anyway. I don't think the King Charles will last. Most countries will want to become independent now.
Well, I know we all thought that his son was gonna take over.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
he'd
know. I don't know.
advocate and give it to his son.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. I mean,
Yeah.
but
I don't know how it works, to be
Because
honest.
of his age, I thought he'd advocate.
but
All you have to
you
say
know,
is, I don't want
the
it.
Queen
And then
Queen
what
was
did he
is
say?
a good woman. I mean, but
I think modern times now, so, I mean, we're the last generation left for that sort of royalty. I think the next generation, it's not going to, I think royalty's a bit old fashioned now. I think it's
Oh
time
yeah,
to move on.
the Queen died, did she?
Yeah, the Queen died. Queen
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
fucking hell, man! They canceled the Premier League this weekend because she died, man.
yeah, they
Uh,
canceled everything for
Yeah.
like until they plant her.
I'm not quite
Until
sure. I don't
next
know.
Monday, she'll be buried next Monday.
Yeah, so they're not
Yeah, but
having
she'll be
nothing
buried next
going
Monday. So
happening.
until then, until then, England is the UK is closed, closed for business. Nothing going on.
Oh, hey Don C.
Hey guys,
Hey Don.
hello all.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Beautiful morning here, not too hot.
Are you still in Thailand?
I am. No, I permanently live here now.
Oh, I've been you've been a friend of mine for a long time.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, you've been a good supporter of my channel. Thank you very much.
Is that a subtle way to hit me up for a super chat, Kevin?
No. I like I said, you always been nice, and you talk halfway nice to me. I mean, towards me, and even though Ricky's been like over at your place and stuff, you've been halfway nice to me and stuff, and I
Oh,
appreciate that.
I'm halfway nice to everyone,
Yeah.
and halfway nice to the other half.
And you named your dog Barry, so that's
I
pretty
did.
good.
He's sitting right here, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. But no, I just wanted to say thank you for all the super chats that you did give me throughout the years.
No, so what's the big topic of the day?
Well, Ricky
Ricky's
came out
Ricky's new channel.
and he bashed me and
I saw
Biggie
that.
and Nico. Well, he
I
didn't really
think-
bash me. He
What's
was just
Ricky-
saying that me being my aunt's basement and
Hello,
I'm not
good
going
morning.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Good morning.
I think there's a little deflection
his
going
new
on in
channel
Ricky's channel.
What's Ricky's channel name?
I don't know. It's still the
So
same
what
one,
is
right?
his
Big
new
Shot
channel
Travel.
name?
Yeah, Big Shark Travel.
Yeah. He didn't change the name.
It's still the same.
Yeah.
But I think that's the old, what he's doing,
Okay.
and I do like Ricky. I think that's one of those things that's called, the wag the dog, where, the best way to, move on with one controversy is start another controversy.
What about tea?
Yeah,
No,
kind of like
Yeah.
we reflect.
That's it. No question.
Look like Jack is angry
Upset.
again.
Yeah. Jack Thompson, what's your problem,
Yeah.
bro?
We talked about. I just said that look like Daisy Mays is upset, and she's like angry when she has to talk, and look like he's kind of angry about. I'm not spreading lies. You just listen to her talk, and she sounds disgusted whenever she has to talk on the camera and stuff.
Let me guess.
She
Jack
just don't.
Thompson,
She don't
one
sound
of
happy.
Bosnio's supporters.
She
Yeah, but
doesn't
that,
like
that
being
tells
forced
you
to do
all you have
something.
to know, right? I mean,
I'll say one thing. That new
Yeah,
rebar
looks like
bender
you-
is getting as much work as my exercise bike.
Has he, did he paint it yellow?
Yeah, my
So how many
exercise
miles
bike
are
ends
you
up,
putting on an exercise bike?
as many rebars are being bent in that rebar machine that he spent 2 years trying to get.
Mate, he's fucking, how long has he been there? 6 years now, 7 years? And he's dug 4 holes in the ground. Yeah, it's not bad.
Wow.
And he's collected probably 50 or 60 grand. Look, and
I'll tell you,
selling his rooms.
not to
Okay,
not to change the
I think,
subject a little bit all
that's,
over the place, but
That's the only reason Daisy. The only reason Daisy's
Ed.
with him is if that hotel ever does get built.
We'll never get
Well,
That's
not
that's
gonna happen.
Dimpo's house is going to be built before that.
Shit. Dimple's house has got to be almost done.
Oh, something.
Can't be that much to that.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
We know it was a scam. It's always been a scam. Fucking hell. Anyone that
But I'll tell you
Oh,
this.
yeah.
This is I'll give you my 2 cents on it. So I don't think it's a scam. I think Fazio has always been this way. I mean, I listened a little bit yesterday. I just couldn't take it anymore. I mean, because he's a 9/11. All conspiracies he believes in. But I
Yeah.
think he actually thought he could build a hotel without realizing, what it really takes to do it. And he's just so delusional. He doesn't see that there's no end. That he can't finish it. He's a guy with big ideas. He's got big dreams, but he's one of these guys that can never get to the finish line. He got a lot of starting lines, not a lot of finish lines.
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
point.
I think it's
what it
like
is
the,
was in the early days he probably had the idea because he was selling the rooms. He was selling
Right.
it like a timeshare. And
Yep,
there was a lot of
I remember
people
that.
Yeah, and a lot of people were plausible. He sounded plausible in the beginning. A lot of people fell into it. You know, they sent him some serious money. And here we are, 7 years later, and a few tins of yellow paint and 4 holes in the ground.
No, I think it's listen.
Sinkholes.
It would
It's a
be
disease.
impossible for anybody on here to, any group of 2 or 3 people to build a hotel. So I don't know where he thought he was ever going to do it, but I'm sure he looks at it every day, and all those machinery and all that yellow paint and stuff, and it's an insurmountable task. But I heard it may not be true, but I kind of believe it's true. He's a hoarder, and you can just look at his place and see that he's a hoarder.
Yeah.
And I was told that his home in Florida was condemned by being a hoarder, and that's kind of the symptoms he exhibits, is being a hoarder. One of those kind of people that starts everything. He finds a piece of string, a piece of twine, an old box, a washed up boot, and he carries that shit like a pack rat back to his hovel. I mean, that's kind of his lifestyle. I'm sure that's the way he's always been.
Like a magpie. Yeah,
exactly right. A shiny string or something, he brings it right back to his house, and that's kind of how he's always been.
He's got that obsession, because you even look at his old videos. You look at his old videos of Florida, his house in Florida, it was full of junk.
Same thing. Yeah, he's always been this way. Right.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. He's a hoarder.
Yeah.
That's a way of putting it.
So not to change the subject, but I would have bet a fair amount of money that Frank would have already done a video. The fact that Frank hasn't done anything for 3 or 4 days, I'm sure his blood pressure has got to be 200 over 160 right now.
Did you hear him?
blowing
Did you hear him challenge you too? Challenged you on a live as well as he was berating me. He turned around. He said to you that you owe him 50K.
Oh, yeah, but that like 4 years ago, as I said, many times, eventually Barry's just going to drop dead of lung disease, and Frank will come to me and say, "Hey, I owe him 50,000 because he got rid of him."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
going to tell you my honest opinion. I honestly believe that the only person that will possibly get rid of Barry is Dimples. The case against Barry. The rest of it is all. The rest of it is Barry will stay as long as it takes. As far as no one.
It's obvious the Philippines. Of the million things they have to worry about, infrastructure and taking care of their people and food and pandemics. Barry falls way down the list. And they're not going to care about an overstayer. If unless he causes problems outside of fucking with Frank, which they're not going to care about. Someone like Dimples, or maybe the next Dimples down the line, somebody who accuses him of doing something, that's the kind. And it won't be because of being an overstayer. What's going to happen is because he's not going to be able to come up with another 50 or 60,000 pesos to pay a lawyer, and he's going to get himself into a financial bind, and that's where he's going to get fucked up. But I'll tell you one thing. The son of a bitch is like a cockroach. I mean, I would have thought 6-7 years ago, they would have gotten him, but he keeps coming up from underneath that refrigerator every goddamn night.
Yeah, true. True. That's it. That's exactly my point. I think the only way that they're going to get Barry is if they do the financial.
Or he gets sick. If he gets sick,
sooner or later, even Barry's supporters won't be able to stomach.
No, but we're going to miss when Barry for the group of us who know who he is. I mean, it's not like a million people. It's a couple of hundred.
Well,
people.
There's a new breed out there, Don. That's the problem. You see, we're talking 6 or 7 years ago. We all know what Barry was like, and Frank.
Right.
But now they've got a new generation of YouTubers now they're stumbling into Barry's channel and Frank's channel, and they suddenly. It's like they don't know the previous. So
yeah. Right.
So
it's like coming in.
Very short.
It's coming in like season 4, episode 9 of Game of Thrones. You don't know what the first 4 seasons were. That was all that you had to watch that to know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, Barry is sure that his followers will support him to get a lawyer. He has said it.
Yeah.
He said he's not worried. My people are going to give me the money for it to get oil. That's how I don't know what you want to call it, but he is so dreaming that he's going to be able to raise enough money for oil.
Maybe there's something in the water over there, delusional pills or something.
They got to But he
So you guys,
come up and said,
there's a few people here from Australia, right? On the channel? No, guess not.
Yeah, well,
I was just wondering how the whole thing with the Queen was going over.
Oh, the Queen. Oh, God rest her soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's gone. I think my opinion on it is I think the Commonwealth will, like King, the new King won't be much cop. I think we're at the stage now that a lot of countries will want to be independent of
yeah. I saw New Zealand said that. Yeah. My next door neighbor is from Scotland, and I kid him all the time. I said I thought he would have his whole home done in black bunting and have the Union Jack at half mast, and he just told me to go get fucked. He said he was not a big fan of the Queen.
Well, you know,
hello, my friend.
It's a bit like your current prime minister, president. You know, it's the same deal, isn't it? You have your fans and you have your heart. Anyway, getting back to Frankie boy. Yeah, I was just saying, Don, I'm that peeved off with Frank's attitude. I feel like giving Barry $500 fucking dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Bird, welcome back to the bullpen.
I just feel like giving that to Barry, even though that's against my better judgment too. But
well, you know, I mean, if you give Barry 500, you know, you got a ribeye steak, you got a bottle of Jim Beam, you got a new phone, everything but an attorney.
Yeah, I know, but it would just make Frank's blood
boil. Oh shit! He nothing makes Frank madder than the fact that anybody listens to Barry or donates to Barry. I mean, he can't get over that.
No.
Well, there's quite a few people that are still donating to him.
Yeah, well,
listen, I would be willing to bet that Barry is the main cause of Frank's ED. That's where it stems, right there. Barry is so much into his head.
Yeah, then old Frank is saying, "That's my money. That's my money." He hates it when people get donations.
You say hello? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Hi. Let me hear you.
Hi.
Hello.
She's shy.
¿Cómo está?
I see someone asked about when Ricky came over to my house a couple of times. Did he make a move on me? Well, no. I think I mentioned before, the 2 times that Ricky was here, he didn't even drink. He didn't even have a beer. Now, I don't know if, and I like Ricky, but I don't know if that was he didn't want to drink because he thought maybe if he had a few drinks in him, he wouldn't be able to hold himself back from me, because I am that kind of guy that, that certain animal magnetism. Now, he did give me the big kiss, but he told me it was a European way when he came here and gave me the big kiss, hello and goodbye. And every time he went to the bathroom, he gave me a big kiss, but he said that's European. So I believe him. I said, okay, yeah, European. I get it.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about a kiss on the cheek, on the side and on.
Well, that's what I thought it was going to be, but my both cheeks were all definitely wet. And he
Well, did he give you like a slap on the buttocks?
No. I think he behaved himself as a true gentleman both times. The one time that his hand did slip over on my knee by accident, I let it be known that that wasn't going that way. No, just kidding. He
do a little slap.
Yeah, I didn't. I just had to give him a look, and that's why I bought the dog. They keep
There you
everybody
go.
away from me.
Keep Barry next to you.
He was fine when he was here, man. I got to tell you that night I didn't see it until the next day. I'd already gone to bed. I'm in bed early and get up early, but to see that the next day, that's one of those things
your night up.
you can't live that down, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That was.
I said earlier on the beginning of my show how like if your family members and stuff watch your show, that's gonna be kind of hard to
Yeah, that would be a goddamn. That would be tough.
Yeah.
You think the tongue movement did it for you, Kevin?
No, you know it's funny.
Smell your finger
Somebody said
the next day you smell your finger. What the
did
hell?
my gator go off? But here in Thailand, here a couple of years ago, we lived. There's a big ladyboy show, big place here in Pattaya that looks like the Roman Colosseum. I think it's called the Colosseum, and they do ladyboy shows. And I lived across the street in this 27-story big condo, and so a lot of the ladyboys lived there. And my wife and I, when we lived there, and so a lot of times I would get on an elevator. And I couldn't tell. I mean, a lot of times you can't tell anything. It was, I've mentioned before, it was nice because they're strong as hell. And so I had to move some big pieces of furniture. And so you get 3 or 4 of those ladyboys, man, they pick that shit up and not a problem. But Ricky would not go over well here if Ricky was a ladyboy because, here we have the most beautiful ladyboys in the world. And I don't think Ricky he's not going to qualify. He's I don't care how much makeup, what you do, how much facelift. What Ricky said he needs a nose job and a face. He is not going to be able to.
He's past his
no lipstick on my collar. But you can't put lipstick on a pig and make that. He's not going to work. Let me say this: he would not get a lot of action here in Thailand as a ladyboy. Wouldn't work with him.
Just joking, Ricky. Yeah.
Because Ricky's a big guy. I'm tall. I mean, Ricky's probably 6'1", 6'2", 270, 280 at least.
Okay. So he's I'm 6'1", 370.
So I'm 6'4", so I'm 2 inches taller, and I'm 263, and he's probably got me by 15 or 20 pounds and a couple inches shorter. But he's a big guy. If he's going to slap you in the side of your head, you're going to feel it. It's not like having Bama, slap you or Frank, do one of his ladyboy slaps.
Well, I might go and watch the drone flying video.
I can't hear somebody then.
What did you say, Kiwi Mike?
No, I'm saying I might go and watch Fazio learning to fly a drone.
Oh my goodness! It's not even fun to watch.
Hey, I've lost some. Maybe it's the internet or something. But I got to go take Barry for a walk. Hey, good talking, everyone. Yep. Talk to you guys later.
Hey, Don, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate you, buddy.
Don't forget to donate, Don.
Yep. Well, that was nice of him for coming on. He's been a good guy. What's that, Mike?
Are you having trouble hearing me?
No, I just understand what you said.
Sorry, I don't understand English very good.
Yeah, that's understandable, man. You live across the lake.
Because you're American, Joe. Hey, Joe. Is that what they say? Hey, Joe.
Hey, I heard that. But yeah.
So when you going, Kevin? When are you coming to the Philippines?
Oh man, maybe February, maybe
Next year
in May.
sometime.
Yeah, May. Couple of months after February.
Oh, that's what I was going to. Oh, that's what we're going to. Will be no mask now. No mask in the Philippines. No mask in my country. They're, they're even going to thinking of dropping the vaccination requirements.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's the news over here. I don't know about, but I know in the Philippines the masks are now
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, outside.
They
Mask outside.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
more masks.
You still have to
huh?
wear. You still have to wear them inside, but you
Yeah,
don't
the
have
You
to
still
muscles
wear
got
them
to
are
wear.
outside.
mandatory here in
Oh,
Malaysia.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, inside you're gonna have to wear them.
Yeah, man, the mask is not mandatory here anymore now. What I'm
Only
hearing.
in hospitals and healthcare. What do they call it? Aged
Yeah.
care facilities or
Yeah.
something. I think.
Yeah,
Any
health
place.
clinics.
Yeah, any place
Yeah,
inside
the
you're gonna have to
airport
wear it.
probably.
Yeah, every place inside. Going
Ricky
to a
and
mall, you're gonna have
JLB
to
would
wear a
make a
mask.
nice couple.
Hey, did you say something? You guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
yeah, yeah.
All right, all right.
Kevin, you're coming over. May is the best time to come over. If you come in May, that's a good time to come over there.
In
Right
May.
at the be- That's the best time to come over here. Is May. Oh yeah, just before the summer starts, because April
Hmm.
starts summer. So May. Yeah.
Yeah,
April,
when
May.
the last time I went there, it was I think it was around in April is when
Yeah,
I
April,
went
May is
there.
summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beginning. April, May, beginning of summer. It's still hot though, even though hey, anytime it's hot. Just don't put up the miserable rain. I swear
Well,
I cannot get my car
here
into
in
my house.
where we live here in Kentucky, it's around 90 degrees. In
Yeah,
the summertime, high 90s. So it's
yeah.
not like it's you know pretty
Uh,
much the same
that's
as
all
it
this.
is in the Philippines because we got high
So over
humid
here right
air.
now, yeah, over here it's in the 90s all the time. But
Yeah.
it's always in the 90s, 80s. It's the same. I can't get my car
And
into my house. It's just so like we have. I live off the road, and in the Philippines they have like little paths
hey
that
Maria,
go to your house. Like they're long enough, you can get a car through them, a tricycle. You can drive them through, but with the rain and everything, they're so wet. You get stuck in them. The mud's so bad.
no,
So
you
until
got
we get
mud in your area.
oh Jesus, the road until we need good 4 or 5 days no rain, and then I'll be able to get my car up here, my little van. But now it's parked out on the driveway.
All right, Maria, have a good day, my friend.
All right, Big Kev, I will go too, but thank you for having me on, huh?
Hey Ken,
All right, man. You take care,
thanks
huh?
for coming on, my friend.
Next time, man.
Yeah.
Bye, Ed. Be safe, guys, huh? Take care. Bye, man.
All right, man.
Take it
Have a
easy.
good day.
Have a good
Take
day.
care.
Hey, Freebird. Yeah. Pretty sure Ricky got a lot of his ideas from. Oh man, that's not nice.
What, did Ricky come on the show or did he do a show? Bashing you guys.
He had his own show.
Oh. And he's doing a little bashing.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ricky ever got a case on our man. Him and Frank were trying to put a case. I wonder if they ever did it on our man Fazio. It's the one that got when Ricky tried to put that case on Fazio that was kicked back. I wonder if it ever went through with Frankie's support. I don't know.
Hard telling, you know. I mean, I don't really pay attention what these clowns are doing.
Yeah,
I mean, at the beginning they were funny, but after a while, you know, you just lose interest.
Yeah. Well, I like listening to Frank and Barry go at it. I listen. I just like just to listen to see one will do one, then the other one will come back. But Frank
They'll
went quiet, so I
retaliate.
don't know.
Oh, really, John? Your wife got hot peppers?
Ooh,
She planted them?
are they hot,
Yeah.
hot, John? John, are they hot, hot?
Well, are they jalapeno peppers, or what kind of peppers did she get?
If the jalapenos, they're hot.
Cause we planted those Filipino peppers, those itty
Ooh,
bitty
they're hot
kind.
too.
Man,
Ooh,
those
they're
are
hot.
hot.
Oh yeah.
They're good to put in like vinegar
Anything
and
really.
stuff.
I
But
forbid my wife to put them in my food. I just don't let her put them in my food. So she hasn't planted. She's just a little.
there you are. Yeah, Black Dave. How you doing? Yeah, I told you I unblocked you. Somebody blocked him, and he asked if he could come back, and I unblocked you like the same day that you got blocked. I didn't know you were blocked, but I unblocked you. So I usually go through and check see if anybody got blocked. But yeah.
You should tell your wrenches not to block unless you say so. You
Yeah,
tell your wrenches
exactly.
to
But
sign
sometimes
out.
people just take control and block
Yeah.
people without me knowing that they got blocked. I mean, without me knowing. So
Yeah. Well,
that's why I kind of go and take a look and do a little bit of policing.
yeah, you can make it straight. Them. Don't block people. You can time them out, but don't block them.
Yeah. But I try to make it, where people can talk without being,
Yeah.
they can just don't talk about, like, they can talk about me, but don't talk about my kids and stuff like that. Oh, they block people when the stream is over. Ah, yeah, that's not good. Freebird said, "Damn, Ed."
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have got a good little. I had a show earlier, and I think maybe everybody was at work or something. But right now we're having a little bit good turnout. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out. Thanks for Don C coming out. Hey Jack, just be happy you're able to come back. Don't irritate me. I mean, I'm a nice guy and all, but don't rock the boat. Don't piss me off. It takes a lot for me to get pissed off. Just don't piss on me. It's okay for you to go hump Fazio's leg, but don't irritate me.
Uh, hey, Falco says, "Man,
Yeah, I know. So
that's it, man." Jack, how much did
yeah.
you give Falco for his drone? That's the most stupidest one. How he raised money to buy a drone, gets expensive drone, and paints it yellow. But how do you paint a drone yellow? I would say that takes away from everything. The
Yeah.
drone's not going to fly for long. Paint it yellow
Well,
because that's
one
weight.
day, one day he's gonna complain, and something's gonna happen to it, and yeah. What do you say? I always rock the boat. Hey, rock your own boat, buddy.
Yeah. Like I know nothing about drones, but I think if you paint them, you're going to take away from the performance
Yeah,
because
yeah, and the paint is gonna throw off the weight. The paint is
that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
do
The
something
daylight,
to it. Yeah,
yeah, to make it's just unbelievable.
it's it's not a special kind of paint like
No, it's
like
just
aircraft paint.
uh,
It's just a hey, you guys paid for it, so
yeah, but
it,
that's they paid for it. So let them go.
yeah.
I swear.
My buddy Big Head Larry, he lost his drone when he was flying it.
Well, I don't think he's going to get a disc show with that paint. I don't think he loses. It's going to only fly maybe 10, 15 feet in the air. It'll be so heavy.
Well, he'll lose it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Maybe Jack will go buy him another one.
There you go. I can't believe things. That's just, and then the ones given to Frank for a legal fund. Oh my goodness.
But like I said, it's good to have friends. So You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I think I have to reopen my channel and build it back up where I can get money. Jesus. Swear.
Well, you know, it takes a long time to build your channel up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not as easy as what people think.
What I could do, just like Franco, just go out and eBay. Hey, I want to put a case of them. I need money. Send it to me. Send it Western Union. Send it Gcash. You see that? Did Frank open a Gcash? He said send it Gcash, and the telephone number you use is your telephone number. So he put his wife's phone number. He just boom put it right out there to get money from Gcash because that
I
Gcash
again,
number.
I don't watch these guys, so I don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. But that's why I'm shaking my head. But
yeah,
again, they're idiots. I mean, why you
yeah.
want to do that when you're just putting
Like why do you
these
want
good people in
to?
jeopardy?
Yeah, like he doxed his own wife by putting that Gcash account because your Gcash number is your phone number, and he puts it out there.
Wow.
Here, send it to Gcash, and he puts it
Well,
for
that
a
just
mine,
tells you
whatever it
how
was.
desperate he is. You know, things are
That
not
just shows
as
how bad it is.
peachy as he makes it sound like.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, unbelievable. Plywood told me to leave Ruby's channel. Is it Ruby Plywood's husband or girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that? I don't want. I don't want.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't follow them.
I sent thousands to Michael Fawzi. Well, you know, I'm sure he thanks you. You know,
Yep, he really appreciates it
yeah.
that you could do that.
You know, it's nice to have friends.
Yep.
I just hope you don't pray to him at nighttime. Almighty Michael, Almighty Michael and Daisy.
Yeah.
Don't worship him.
Poor Daisy. I feel so sorry for that girl.
Well,
She's too nice to look at a girl. She's too nice to look at a girl to be with that guy.
yeah, you know, she seemed like a nice person. I mean, once upon a time.
She does. She does.
Well,
Oh, but what?
but then you see her talking kind of foul mouth and her flipping the bird and stuff. I mean, she got corrupted. I know, Jack, I know, but you know, she got corrupted.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
I mean, not very ladylike. Oh, oh,
I don't know. Kevin, you're up late.
No, it's only
9:40.
9:26 here.
Yeah,
Jack, I'm
9:26.
sending more. Good for
Monday
you, buddy.
evening, huh?
Yeah. Jack saying, I'm sending more. Well, if you
All
can
right,
afford
Jack.
it, congratulations. Jack, how come you're not going to the Philippines?
Hey,
You
can you
can
pull this up?
build
Uh, uh,
a place right next door to him.
There you go. You could be his partner, help him build a hotel. Get a
Well,
percent of it,
you
maybe.
could build your own hotel, and then you can. Don't mean to laugh. Oh heck, suckers born every day, I guess.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you very much.
Hell is paved in good intentions. We shall see. Yeah, but again, I mean, if it makes you happy, if it floats your bubble.
Then everything floats.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I could think of other things to float your bubble, but
Yeah, but the heck.
I don't know what Fazio says. Like I said, I don't got time to watch these guys.
What did you say about the Queen?
I don't know. Like I said, I
Me
don't
neither.
watch
I don't
them.
watch them. Yeah.
It's just just a bunch of mumbo jumbo coming out of these guys' mouths. So it's just not really worth my time. I'm just waiting for him to put saying, "I lost my drone.
Yeah,
I'll pay somebody to find it," and then he's gonna
yeah.
ask somebody to send him money for he can get another drone, and then Jack is gonna say, "Hey, I'll send you money."
I just can't believe he painted it yellow. That was an expensive drone, as I could take, as I understand.
Well, the price of the drones are going down. I mean, especially
Yeah.
these older models. So I mean, $600. You can get that drone right now for $600. So I mean, it's
I
not
wouldn't
very
pay that much.
expensive.
I wouldn't pay that much for a drone. My goodness.
Was this Kevin wants my money, but he.
And if you live
That's
anywhere
funny.
near an airport, if you live anywhere near an airport, forget it. You can't have that. Your drone not gonna fly.
Do I need to get a pot if I could bang it? Oh, that'd be funny. Don't lose the drone in a banana field, huh? Oh, that would be funny.
Amongst a bunch of banana plants. Oh yeah,
Lose it in a banana plantation.
yeah.
God, Jack, just entertainment, baby. Uh, what's the matter? Your boys not having a show? Telling the wisdom about the flat Earth. Go wake them up. Go see what. Go talk to old Fazio and get the wisdom about the dollar.
I think in a couple of days they're gonna have to move the piggies out of the mommy's house and put them by themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple of
So
days.
are they still are they
Yeah,
still
they're still
nursing
weaning.
or are they trying
Yeah,
you trying to stop them from weaning?
no, I'm gonna let them go for a couple of days. Let them
Hmm.
nurse for another week or so, and then pull them off and throw them on the other side. Let them go. Wean them off. They have mommy for about another week, then break them up. And then, see, the longer they're on mommy, it saves me money. I don't gotta feed the damn things. When I gotta start feeding them, it's gonna get expensive. So keep them on mommy as much as I can.
Oh, Norwegian polar bear. He's from Norway. How you doing? We just had a fellow countryman of yours just here. What's up, big?
If I had to pick where to stay, I'd go up to La Union, up to San Fernando.
Oh, what
Uh,
did Norwegians say? I don't travel to the Philippines right now. No, but you have to
with the rest.
stay there for the rest of your life. What place would you pick?
That's a hard one
Well, I
because
do like Iloilo because you could go to Iloilo and you could go all the way around and you could go to Boracay also.
yeah,
So and I could also go to Gimaris. So that whole area of Iloilo is good because I could go to Boracay too. So I like
But
and I know my way around in Iloilo. So I like Iloilo.
where else but the Philippines? You got to figure 7,000 islands. There
Yeah.
got to be many places that could be much better or could be much worse. You never know.
But I also heard Big E said that Cebu is very nice. I lived in I lived in Gimaris. No, I lived in Nigaris in Bacolod for 3 years. So I know
Uh,
that area is real nice. I know your
Negros,
area
yeah.
is pretty nice.
Yeah, see, I would not, like Cebu, I would not, Cebu is like Manila. It's too damn big.
Yeah, but it's a whole big
Yeah,
area though. I mean, he's talking about the
yeah,
whole place though.
yeah, the island. He's talking about the island. But
Yeah.
again, that island is it's just so much. I
Well,
could,
I
I
never
probably
been
could
to
live there.
Palawan, so
Yeah,
Palawan would might be nice place. I understand that Palawan is the next Boracay.
yeah, but see, you go up to Baguio, you go to San Fernando. Like San Fernando, that is like Boracay. That's like any bunch of big beach area. You got it on Luzon and San Fernando. You got Baguio. You got so many beautiful places right on the main island that you could go to.
Don C said he's back for walking Barry.
Uh,
That's just too funny.
uh,
I think Barry owes Don C some money. Oh, that's funny.
you could dream on and see if you ever get that back up there.
I know. Don made a joke about that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I hope it wasn't alone, John.
Hey, Baloo John, how you doing, my friend? Well, welcome back to the bullpen. We got 19 people in the house. Thank you guys for coming out and watching us here. Again,
Yeah,
boys
but
and girls, this is all just entertainment. Don't get all bent out of shape and butt hurt. And if your feelings got hurt, we apologize. Don't get offended. This is all just entertainment.
if I had the money, I would try to visit as much of this country as I could. I'd go to every island you could go to. Try to go to every island
Yeah, that has a
just to see
port
how
and
nice.
or airport.
Yeah, try to go to every island that's a port or an airport. See if they have a population to see how many people are on the island. That'd be so cool.
At least that you're not going to be abducted.
Yeah, true. Oh, Chapalo South go to McDonald's. Oh, a real McDonald's.
Are they still having problems in McDonald's and these restaurants that having like out of stock?
They always out of stock. You can't go nowhere where they're not out of stock for something.
Really?
Yeah, really. You can't
Because
go nowhere.
I
You
was
go to
hearing about that.
yeah, it's still go. That's everywhere. You cannot go anywhere where something's not out of stock.
Wow.
Yeah. And the McDonald's are so different. Like the McDonald's in the States, their breakfast menu is very, very wide. Like you get something, well, you get, say, a ham with cheese biscuit. Over here, they don't have biscuits. It's just the
Oh,
regular hamburger when they put it. It sucks. They don't have biscuits. They don't have a lot of things. Like here, you get spaghetti with your McDonald's. You get rice, but you can't get a biscuit. I tell you.
yeah, no, Norwegian polar bear. We had some good days back then when we had Peter Van Dever and John Doe and Barry and Seth Style and those guys on my show all at once. Those were the good old days.
Oh yeah, there was some hot conversation those days.
Yeah, well, we had like 2, 3, 4 hour shows with all those guys on my show at once talking and BSing and stuff. Um, I didn't see that one. Big Kev, I watched Biggie and he has a lady for you. I didn't see. What do you think of her? I didn't see that. I'm kind of afraid to go look. Is that just recent? I didn't see that. He must be. It must be
Don,
brand new.
see, have you ever been to Singapore? I see you've been.
No.
I can't go to Vietnam. I cannot go to Vietnam. Nah. I'd go any place else, but I won't go to Vietnam.
Hello, everybody.
Nah.
No,
Thailand's
who's going to Vietnam? Somebody's going to
Don C was
Vietnam.
there. Well, Paul Janick is there.
Oh,
Paul
Philip.
Janick?
No, Philip is
Philip,
going like next
I
week
think he's there.
or on.
Yeah, he's going.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't go to Vietnam. Nah.
Fazio went to Vietnam and he got
Yeah, me
sick
first too.
or he got lost in Vietnam or something like
Yeah,
that. But he, I don't know. I mean, Fazio, he's a special kind of person.
yeah. I think he said he got COVID in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about the war museum that they have over there, saying that the United
Yeah.
States saying the United States had a guillotine, and it was chopping the Vietnam Cong's heads off with a guillotine. I said,
Yeah, but
okay.
that was old. I mean, that's from the French part, I think.
That, yeah, I think that might have been the French, not the Americans.
Yeah, that's from the French.
Yeah.
When the French occupied Vietnam,
Yep.
you know, I
Yep,
mean,
back
we
in the
didn't
late
have
40s.
it back then.
Yeah, back in the late 40s, the French had it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the French were kind of ruthless.
yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's just a throwback from them. I mean, a
Yep,
lot
the
of
French.
Vietnam people speak French still.
Yeah, you get the lot is French Vietnam up in the lot. That's French. All speak French up there. Well, used to. I don't know about the newer generation, but the old generation speak
He
French.
does say some crazy shit. Yeah,
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Something tells me I can't go to Vietnam. I just Too many. I've been there. Done my time. Got the T-shirt. So,
Yeah, you had mentioned that there were some pretty women over there.
yeah, and a lot.
Some
Yeah, yeah, and a lot. There's some beautiful, beautiful French Vietnamese.
Oh, John, my wife is cooked spicy noodles. Wow.
Mm,
Spicy noodle sounds
get me
good
away from.
going in, but going out,
But
that's just
yeah, that's it. I
good
like
going
spicy,
in, but
but
not
nah.
so good going out. I'm back. Oh, 14-day visa in Vietnam. Oh, really? Norwegian?
I think I don't know how long it is, but you can get a visa online to go to Vietnam. But I don't know how long of a visa
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, Philip's saying that you just need to have, what do you call it? I
I
think it's
think you
called
have to go online and you get the visa. Oh.
he
I
was
think
saying you need to
it is
get
a visa.
insurance to go there.
Yeah, all that COVID insurance, yeah.
Yeah,
But he had to get a visa online. Like there's a site in the Vietnamese embassy or something. You get a online visa. I don't know what
yeah. I
it
think it
costs.
only took
Couple.
5 days to get it.
Yeah, it doesn't cost that much. I think that
No,
they give you
I
the
think
visa
he
to go
said
in.
$40.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. That's what the Philippines should do. Well, you do. Some countries you can't get a stay coming in. You have to go to the embassy. I know when I was stationed in Japan, every time I wanted to come to the Philippines, I'd have to go to the embassy and get a visa. Have to go to Tokyo, get it all in one day, but they give you a 30-day visa, no problem. 60-day visa. I'm sorry, they give you a 60-day visa. You couldn't come in to the airport just to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still even to the day. There's a lot of countries you need that. You can't come in. You have to go get a visa.
Yeah, you have to be gone for like 24 hours.
No, you just have to get a visa to come.
Hmm.
You have to go to the airport. You have to. I'm sorry. You have to go to the embassy and get a visa. You just can't come in like now, like us. We just come in. They stamp us at the airport. You don't do that in a lot of places. Yeah. A lot of countries you need a visa. I have to next month. I got to start doing the paperwork to finalize my 13A because it's not
So,
final yet.
Kev, are you going back to the Philippines? What's your plan? I am not up to date. Yeah, my I'm going back to the Philippines when I'm 62. I'll turn 61 this February, and I'll be 62 I'll go back when I'm 62, and my everything's got is paid for, and just to get my airfare taken care of. So everything is good. Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
Hey, Big Kev, what's happening?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm good. A little under the weather the last 3 days. Some bug going
Oh
around or
yeah,
something. I don't know.
monkeypox. What?
I don't know what the hell it is. Who knows? I guess it's a cold.
You
I
been
don't think I've got
with
COVID or anything.
Ricky Drama?
Oh, I saw the video where he was dogging you and the Puerto Rican guy down in Florida or something. Ricky. Well, you know, Ricky's Ricky. What are you gonna do? Can't take it personal, right?
Yeah. Well, I think
I mean,
Ricky is in Europe right now.
yeah, it looked like it in the background. He's probably in Germany. I think he does that, like a route that does, you know, like between the Philippines, Thailand, Germany, Las Vegas, or something like that.
Yeah, he's somewhere. I think he's visiting his grandchild.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky did a whole video on me trying to persuade my wife to leave me. Like this about a year ago.
Nice.
It was nice. Yeah, it's Ricky. Hey, you didn't see that video that Roberto put up, and then he realized he doxed himself and doxed you and Nico and Popeye and who else did he dox? He doxed
Yeah,
like a bunch of
that's an
people. He
old
doxed himself.
video, though.
Yeah, but think about it. Why would you want to put it up? He was already complaining that he was being doxed, right? That was a Rain Man video with the guy, the swimming guy at the very end, flipping people off. So he put that up. Did you see the video that he made? But he took it down like maybe about an hour later.
Oh,
You
I
didn't see it?
I'm not on YouTube all the time, so I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm like the number 6 worst expat here, the worst white expat in the Philippines. Oh, that was funny. So.
Yeah, people were saying the person that was flipping everybody off with that scuba diver.
Is what?
People were saying the person that
Say
was
that again?
people were saying the person that was flipping that scuba diver was you.
Well, that's what they're saying, but again, you know, it's would I do something like that?
I don't know. Hey, Don C.
Hey guys.
So how
anyway,
is
not the
Barry?
point of it.
Was he fighting?
Nah, he's what is he? 7 months,
Say
6,
that
7 months
again?
now. He's he doesn't bite. He did, you know, the typical puppy. He bites everything or chases everything or barks at every damn thing.
But he walks okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So I jumped in because everybody was talking about Ed was talking about Vietnam and the Philippines, places to go. Like I had a chance to spend about a year traveling all over the Philippines, Iloilo and obviously Dumaguete and Cebu and places like that. But I got up to a place called Santa Fe, and I got up to Palawan and El Nido, and I've got. So I tried to get up into some really remote areas of the Philippines, but eventually, for me, the Philippines, the infrastructure is just not great, and I'm not a big fan of brownouts, and I've got to have some creature comfort. So living in a place that steady air conditioner and good internet all the time, that's why I ended up choosing Thailand. But Vietnam is very close. As a matter of fact, I said I would have chosen Vietnam first if when I was coming back, I would have lived there easily. I thought it was better than actually Thailand or the Philippines. Sort of the best of everything.
Really?
Best food, best infrastructure, great IT, great internet. It's a very young country. Obviously, I'm sure they don't tell you why, but sort of the obvious answer is because of the war. But it's like, without exaggerating, I think it's like 65 or 70% of everyone in Vietnam is under like 33 or 34 years old. It's a real high percentage. So that's like the next big IT capital of the world is Vietnam. I did a lot of work in IT, working in artificial intelligence and different software and stuff. So we were doing a lot of work, started in Israel and India and places like that. But all of a sudden, Vietnam became really big on everyone's radar. So I really enjoyed it, my time there.
How did you like the food there?
Oh, I love the food. I mean, if you like, because compared to the Philippines, Philippines is not really known as like gourmet meals, but Thailand obviously has fantastic food. What you get in Vietnam is a combination of Thai food and the French influence. So the food is out of this world. I mean, it's the best food I've probably ever eaten in my life. Is any place in Vietnam? The food is fantastic, and it's price-wise very, very similar to the Philippines, with great infrastructure and great roads. And again, the French influence there made it all beautiful. Flower shops on every corner, cobblestone streets. So I mean, it's a really nice place. And a lot, and the museums, obviously, I saw Fazio went to them. They're obviously, it's influenced based on the country that they're, our museum had to do with the Vietnam War. It shows an entirely different point of view than the point of view that Vietnam has on the, even though, in that section, a lot of it, we were all fighting on the same side, but they still have a different point of view on the war. And so it's obviously heavily influenced there. But I will tell you, as I'm a little bit too young for the Vietnam War, but me traveling all over Vietnam, I never had anybody give me a dirty look, say anything bad, anything other than just being as accommodating and nice as possible.
Yeah, Polovich just said Vietnam food is very French inspired.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the creams and sauces, and again, you get that Thai spicy. My wife cooks spicy food all the time. She's from the northern part of Thailand, and she's a fantastic cook. And I mean, she eats spicy stuff that I can't eat. I can just barely, and I love spicy food. It's off the chart. They use lots of spice. Same thing in Vietnam. Very not quite as spicy, but more French inspired. Yeah, the good. Anyways, I loved all my travels, all those places.
And the cost of living is cheaper than the Philippines.
It's as cheap. It's as cheap. So the Thailand is a little more expensive, not that much more expensive. I mean, I live a very good lifestyle here for just a little more than you would in the Philippines and in Vietnam. Vietnam, your lifestyle would be exactly like you have it in Thailand. The infrastructure, your community, your homes, the look. I mean, all of it would be very familiar with somebody who wanted to live in Paris or live in any big nice city. Not a lot of trash on the ground and stuff. So but on the same par with living in the Philippines. As Norwegian said, the only thing that would be a little bit different would be like staying there long term, like for as a U.S. citizen, you actually get an invitation online to come to Vietnam. That's what it is. It's kind of a weird deal where you do it online. You do you request an invitation from the Vietnam government to come to Vietnam. That's what you get. And then you go there 60 days. And there's lots of Americans that have been living there since the Vietnam War. I mean, this is a crazy story. I don't think I ever told this one, but I have 1,000 stories, and I love to repeat myself. But I will tell you that this was a great story. I was actually in Vietnam for the Super Bowl like 3 years ago, and it starts at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. And so I had checked into a hotel, and I said, "Hey, where can I watch the Super Bowl? What sports bar is open at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning to watch Super Bowl?" And they said, "Hey, are you here with the group?" I said, "I don't know. What kind of group are you talking about?" So there's a big Facebook group. And I ended up, there was a lot of them staying in the hotel right down the street from a sports bar. But there's this big Facebook group of U.S. soldiers and Viet Cong who are now friends. And I mean, it's in the hundreds and hundreds. And there must have been 100 of them, and roughly 50-50 mix of U.S. Servicemen and Viet Cong that they were fighting, that are all now friends, that get together, and we were all watched the Super Bowl, I think 3 years ago. So I took pictures. It was a very kind of an amazing thing to see these guys that have married into each other's families, getting along. And this is right before COVID. I went back to the States, and I was working for, my last company was an artificial intelligence company, and I did some national speaking around AI. And this was right when things started to when Trump came into office, go back 3 years ago. And I mean, Trump was in, and the country really felt divided. And I was doing some speeches about visiting in Vietnam and actually sitting at a bar watching the Super Bowl with guys that, 30 years ago or 40 years ago, whatever, how long ago that was now, tried to kill each other. But now we're having a beer and celebrating, watching a football game together. And I thought, man, if these guys could do it, in America, we could certainly try to get together. Now, I have to tell you, in the last 2 years, I thought, you know what, that ain't gonna ever happen again. So I think I was a little Pollyannish at the time, but that was kind of my one very weird experience was sitting with all those guys in the morning and talking to them and took some pictures, and you got a chance to speak to some of these guys. It was a pretty interesting morning.
Now, every month, do you have to leave the country and like do a visa?
No, they have it worked out. Again, this was pre-COVID and pre-borders, so I don't remember exactly. There's lots of U.S. Guys that live there. They stayed after the war, so they don't have a retirement visa. It would consisted of border runs like it used to be, because Cambodia and Vietnam and Thailand are real close. But I think you could extend your visa, I think, and that's been a couple of years, and maybe it's all changed with COVID. And a couple of times, like every 6 months, you had to do a kind of a border run, which was, even in Thailand, we used to do border. I don't do them anymore because I'm on a retirement visa, but guys that are not on a retirement visa, every 2 or 3 months, I forget what it is, every 60 days, you do it's a $30 border run. It's, 6 hours in a van, going into Cambodia, and you flip right and come, have lunch and come back, kind of a thing. And guys have been doing that for years and years and years. I don't have to do that any longer, but there's certainly a way to stay in Vietnam long term, but it requires you to jump through hoops. It's not like Philippines. And I laugh about like Bama talking about, there's Barry, about overstaying in the Philippines. Like, you're not overstaying in Thailand. They don't, that doesn't exist. Hang on a second. I'll tell you. Barry, stop. That doesn't exist in Thailand. You don't have overstayers here because you can't check into a hotel. You can't rent a house. You can't rent an apartment. You can't stay anywhere. They have to turn your visa, your passport in to visa every night, or wherever you stay. That if you're there for 2 weeks, they got to turn it in, or they get fined. So those guys get caught out really quickly. If you're an overstayer, your ass is going to get caught here in Thailand. In Vietnam is the same way. I mean, they're very strict on overstaying here. Yeah, and Black Dave is right. The border runs, actually, they in Thailand they've opened back up. So the Cambodia border is now open, and so they're back to doing these border runs. Again, I'm thankful I don't have to do that any longer. I now just got to spend a full couple of days getting my paperwork together, and once a year go down to immigration and sit for a couple hours and get my paperwork stamped and my new visa for the year. But you do it every year forever. It never ends.
Oh, so no matter what, you gotta do it.
Yeah, they're very strict here. Yeah.
So you can't have it done like expedite, like pay somebody to do it.
Oh yeah, I would say 70 or 80% of all the expats that are here in Thailand are paying. I mean, they're paying an agent to get them their visa so that they don't have to meet the requirements that you normally have to meet and not pay an agent. But I mean, if you want to come and stay in Thailand and you're not over 50 years old and you don't meet the financial requirements, you can just pay an agent like 12,000 baht, which is like $360 a year, and you get a retirement stamp every year. And there's my next door neighbor gets it. It's just common knowledge. So it's funny. It's because the law requires you to meet certain standards, but right next to where the immigration departments are, right next to them are the agents have their office right next to them. And so, you go next door to the agent, you pay them $360 US, and you get another 1-year stamp. Now, those of us, probably in the minority, 20% of us, that meet the financial requirements, and there's hoops you got to jump through for this. You have to either keep a certain amount in the bank or prove you have a certain income. Then you still have to gather. I mean, it's a notebook full of paper and copies and statements and stuff, and you go down there into immigration once a year to be able to stay in the country. And the day you're an overstayer, I mean, I think it's 2 weeks here in Thailand. Once you're 15 days or 20 days over, you're automatically kicked out for 3 years when they catch you. I mean, really? They're serious. They don't, this country, like a lot of countries, they don't want any poor people moving here. They got enough problems of themselves to be worried about. If you can't afford to take care of yourself, they don't want you here in their country.
Hey, John, thank you, my friend. Yeah, so you gotta have a little jingle or make sure that you can afford to pay your bill.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way it should be. If you can't afford to pay for yourself, and that's one of the issues I have with Bama is, I mean, he would be super poor in America, but he's poor in the Philippines. He's only slightly above poor. Like I said, I always laugh that he meets these women in the Philippines, and they find out that, hell, they got more money than he's got. And that's got to come. It's quite a shock to a young Filipino woman to actually meet an expat who's poorer than them. And so he's
down.
Oh, it's got to be the biggest letdown ever. I mean, that's like winning the lottery and find out that the lottery only pays $1.65. I mean, you think you're going to be a millionaire, and next thing you know, you go, oh shit, $1.65. Hell, that's nothing.
But how much are these people living in? Like, how much does like a regular expat, like a cost of living, are they doing in like Vietnam, Thailand?
So you can live. So I tell people all the time, you literally can live in Thailand, and actually, again, Thailand is a little more expensive than the Philippines or Vietnam.
You live in Phuket?
No, I live in Pattaya. So I live. Okay, we live about 15, 20 minutes from the beach. And so I live like, if you were in America, this is the way to explain it. I would be living in like the Scottsdale area outside of, or certainly in the suburbs of Las Vegas. So I don't want to, so downtown Pattaya, as everyone knows, I mean, that's where all the bars are, the go-go bars and that kind of stuff. So I live about 15 minutes, 20 minutes outside in the suburbs in the golf community. So, but you can live for, I would say, not maybe 30%. So you take 100% of what your income is in America, take it down to 30%. So if your lifestyle is, it even gets even better than that. So if you are making $100,000 a year in America, you could live a better lifestyle on 30 grand here. So, and it even gets exponentially bigger. I mean, it's hard unless you're partying every night, unless you're living a single, like a vacation lifestyle, which nobody lives that way. But it's hard to spend. In Norwegian is saying around 2,000 to 3,000. I don't know how you could spend 3,000 a month unless you live a lifestyle, and that means. And I can only go out. I can't go out every single night drinking. I could do that while I'm on vacation for 7 days. Well, you can do it for 7 days, but I live here permanently. So once a week, my next door neighbor owns a pretty big bar in town. I'll go over there. It's hard. It's hard to spend 2,000 a month, and I mean, my lifestyle would be, I don't know, 7, 8, 9,000 a month in America, and it's hard to do it. You can't spend it in food, you can't spend it on rent. My electric, running my air conditioner all the time, is $130. That's the closest thing. That's the closest thing to U.S. Phone costs are nothing. Water is nothing. $6, $7. Rent is nothing. I live on the dark side of Patti. Exactly right. I live over in the golf course. So the Siam Country Club area, Black Dave. So I live in the dark side of Patti. And I can be downtown where all the malls are and the beaches. We go down to the beach, take Barry down to the beach. It's like 15, 20 minutes away from here. But I live in a house that's got a fence all around it, in a gated community with a 24-hour guard, and a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a community pool and tennis courts. And I back up to the golf course, which is $21. And literally I pay, what is it, about, I don't know, $550 a month rent. Place is gorgeous. Yeah. It's hard to see.
We seen the inside your house when Mickey Drama was there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult. And I mean, guys can go over there and spend $1,000 on a night if you want to. But for the reality, if you go on to retire and live here, there's immigration fees and all that, and I have insurance. But I mean, even with insurance and all this, and you should have insurance, even with insurance and immigration and taking care of my wife's family. She's got a family that we help support, which is, I have no problem with that. I don't know. I spend a couple thousand a month. It's hard to spend more than that.
But you don't go out and do Western food every night, right? You do.
Well, my wife's a great cook, man. So I mean, my wife cooks like, she's fantastic. She's owned a restaurant, so she's a fantastic cook. But we go out. But when you go out, we go to a nice restaurant, a decent restaurant. You go out, and maybe your meal is $22, and I'll have a couple glasses of wine. My wife doesn't.
You're talking about a Thai restaurant, right?
Yeah, but even if I eat an American meal, like if I have a burger or something, my wife doesn't she doesn't eat any kind of meat. But I mean, an American meal, a steak or something, maybe $35. A really, really nice restaurant, a nice one. I mean, it's hard to spend for one of the nicest restaurants in town to spend more than $70, $80, $90 for a really good meal with a good steak and the whole thing. Now, take the Philippines or take Thailand or take the Vietnam, take 20% off of that cost or more. I mean, obviously you can live less, but I mean, I think most, I'm trying to, oh, here you go. You got somebody saying they live on 10,000 baht a month. Well, I would think that would be difficult.
I like Bimaran.
Oh, you're breaking up must be my internet.
Oh no!
Anyway.
I was saying I like Bimaran. He just left on Thailand not that long ago. I think a week ago.
Yeah, you're coming in scratchy now. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
that's my take on living overseas for guys that think about wanting to do this. Oh shit, are you kidding me? Did Wilson lost because I saw the game was tied a little while ago. I'm a Bucks fan, so I'm happy about what happened yesterday. But for guys that want to come and live here, most guys that have, if you have a social security, if you've got a couple of, if you've got an income of a couple of grand, once you live here, you couldn't spend that much, and you can find a nice woman and live a very comfortable lifestyle, way more than you could in the U.S. I could live in the U.S. very easily, but my wife's Thai, and she don't want to ever move back to. She doesn't want to move to the U.S. She likes living here with her family, which is fine. I don't have any problem with that. My kids come here to Thailand and stay with me. They think it's cool, and the whole world is basically you can hop on a plane, and 24 hours later you can be anywhere you want in the world.
Which do you prefer? Would you like, if you were single, would you prefer Philippines, Vietnam, or Thailand?
Oh, Vietnam or Thailand. I can't live in a place that that gets brownouts and you lose electricity and the internet sucks and the roads are terrible and I gotta have the same lifestyle without making sacrifices that I had in the U.S. I want the same kind of. Yeah, I want this. I watch the same TV programs that I watched. There. I buy the same bottles of wine that I bought. It's. Yeah, I mean, I go to the Big C here, or you go to the stores and I buy the same salsa, the same everything. So I live an American lifestyle here in Thailand.
And the majority of the people, like in the stores or the restaurants, do they speak halfway good English?
No. Obviously that's the big plus of the Philippines is you can get around. So if you're in, my wife speaks good English, all her friends speak English, but the big cities, you can speak English. The other good thing, and this is one of the pluses about being an American. I mean, it's crazy how well we have it is. I traveled all over the world. I had offices in Europe and in South America, and then obviously I've been a lot of Southeast Asia. Is that the whole world it operates on whatever language is the home country and English. So everywhere you travel, I don't care. You get in the middle, go in the middle of Thailand or Cambodia, or go out in Vietnam, and you'll see English signs, street signs. They'll be in Cambodia or Vietnam or Vietnamese or Thai, and then they'll also be in English. So, they're not in French or Spanish. So if you know English, you're halfway. You can travel the world so much easier than anybody with any other language. We have, and that unfortunately it makes us kind of lazy to not want to ever want to learn another language. It drives my wife crazy that I just live speaking English and don't try to learn the Thai language, but you don't really have to. It's made us a lazy nationality that the world accommodates English speakers. So I have found that I can just go anywhere in the world and I don't have. You get off the beaten path and you'll figure out. There'll be a sign that says Bano and then men's room. You in English. Okay. There's that's where I take a pee at. So.
Jack just said you are one of my best panelists that I ever had. Very, very impressive. Well, that's true.
Well, I've actually done a lot of this stuff, and so I give you the every man's opinion of the average guy out here. You hear a lot of guys try to do it like Barry on $500 a month, and a lot of guys talking about spending $10,000 in a week. Neither one of those is a great long-term plan, but for those that have a plan and think, hey, I'd like to come over here, this is more realistic of what you can expect without sacrificing your lifestyle in America and the realities of living overseas.
Yeah, Sestao was my best person back during the day. When he was on, when I was on his show or when he was on my show, he was a good guest, or he was my good co-host, or I was his good co-host, vice versa. He was a good guy.
I remember those days.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. He was a good guy. Very, very well missed.
I don't know if anybody has any more questions about living overseas that I could answer for them.
You gonna be there until they plant you?
Oh yeah,
do
I'm
you
done.
plan on coming back?
No, I'll never come back. I've made arrangements to be cremated here in Thailand. This is it. I don't have any reason to get.
Did you convert to Buddhism?
No, my wife is Buddhist. I wouldn't say I'm gonna. I don't follow anyone. I try to be a decent guy as best I can. I don't follow one religion over another.
Yeah. I mean, belief is belief. It's all okay with me.
Yeah, you know what? And I lived right outside, John. We had an office in Seattle, and so I spent a lot of time up in Bellingham area. So I know that area. Listen, I can tell you this from my time in Europe and in South America. I went to Chile quite a bit. We had an office there, but and in certainly Central America, Costa Rica and Panama and all that. Dude, there are cougars, and I met just as many American cougars. I had a kind of an interesting life and was divorced for many years. There are cougars everywhere. It's not just one. I wouldn't pick Thai or Vietnamese or Filipinos to be any more cougar than any other woman I met anywhere else in the world. If you're not aware enough to recognize that cougars exist and they're out looking to get you, to separate you from your money, you will soon have that money separated.
Our family members, I mean, they're all pretty ruthless. They can be.
Well, I don't know. I don't have that opinion. I have so many friends that are married to Thai women, and I would say I have at least, I don't know, 8 or 9 guys that I'm friends with that are married to Thai women, have been married for 5 years, 10 years. I mean, not any short time. 20 years. They've met it back in the States. They came back here to Thailand to retire. But I mean, look, if you're, I know one a Thai girl for 5 years, gave her money to buy land, never seen her again. Well, Black Dave, let me just tell you this. You don't have to go to Thailand to have that happen. There's plenty of guys in America who gave some woman, he never met on a phone in Georgia money to buy land that he never heard from her again. You don't have to come to Thailand to have your money ripped off. I can tell you that. You don't have to go that far. You can stay right at home. Yeah, so did I. Yeah, I think you're right, B. Ron. Yeah, there's that doesn't exist. It's funny here in I think Southeast Asia is like this. When a woman reaches 40, they're really considered old here. And when I try to tell my wife, she's 42, that in 42 in America, that's prime age. I mean, 42. I said, she can't even understand that. I said, 42 is nothing in the U.S. That's just getting started. But in in Southeast Asia, a woman in her 40s is considered old. Yeah, exactly right. That's they can't get. It's hard to get a job when they're in their 40s.
Oh,
the malls won't hire them. Forget about getting a job. Yeah, they have to. You're not going to get a job in the mall. You're only going to meet young people, young women at malls. So they a lot of them, and I mean, all the ones that I know own their own businesses. So whether it's coffee stands or we own 2 businesses here, and we're going to open a 3rd one. But you have to basically they're very entrepreneurial here. They're hard workers, and they like to They're very good. Well, one of the good pluses is nobody pays taxes here in Thailand. So the whole concept, I was explaining to my wife today about future taxes, and I'm going, this doesn't exist. There's no real estate tax. So her family owns some real estate. They own their family home, and they don't know when they acquired it. I mean, they can go back like 2 or 3 generations, but they don't remember like great grandmother. But I think they've owned it for, a couple of 100 years or longer, and they don't know when. It's they've owned a lot of farmland up north, but they don't know when they acquired it. They don't pay any tax. And so when you buy a house here, there's no real estate tax, and nobody pays unless you have a registered business, which means only 10% are registered. 90%, there's no income tax here. It doesn't really exist, and there's no tax on any goods you buy. So that's also weird. When you go to a store, you buy something, it says 97, baht. It's 97 baht. There's no tax on top of that. So it's or 300 baht, or whatever you buy. But, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to visit Thailand and
Black Dave. That's true. They are very they love the old king. The whole world over here does. And the new king doesn't even live here. He lives in Germany. Yeah. And he's very controversial, except nobody talks about it because you could get into a lot of trouble here. Yeah. Is anybody on the? Have you guys seen the 13 the Cave Boys in Thailand, the movie that's on Netflix? So there's a good movie about. You remember when the soccer team got trapped in the cave for 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So it's a great Netflix. It's a Ron Howard
that's
film.
a Ron Howard movie.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. Well, I've been to the cave. I went there a month after this whole thing. I came back to Thailand, and I actually went there. To see it in person. It's unbelievably tougher to see how they got him out when you see it live than even the movie. The movie was fantastic. Oh, no, you can't speak. You can't even put anything in social media about the royal family.
You be kicked out. You can go to jail for it.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, you can't even give a bad review to a restaurant or a hotel. So even giving here in Thailand, you can't even give bad reviews. So you can give a bad review if you live in another country, but if you live in Thailand and you give a bad review to a hotel or something, they can sue you. I don't know if they can arrest you, but they might be able to arrest you. It's pretty serious shit. You don't do social media here about Thailand. Look, you don't get involved in government politics and that kind of stuff in another country. I don't want, if you don't have the right to vote, get the hell out, don't be putting your 2 cents in.
Hey, Ken. Yeah, just keep your opinion to yourself. Don't be like other people.
That's the way it should be. I listen. I'm an American. I don't want. If you don't have the right to vote in my country, your 2 cents don't mean anything. I want for me, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm in a foreign country. I don't talk about their politics. If I don't like the way they run their country, my option is to get the hell out and leave. So that's back. How I look at it.
Yeah, just be happy you're a guest there.
Yeah.
And just continue being happy.
Yeah, it's an easy place to retire and live and enjoy the rest of your life.
Yeah, I would like. I think I'm gonna go visit, and like before I go to the Philippines.
Big Kev, you're always welcome. You come here to Thailand. You have a place to stay. We would throw out the welcome mat for you.
Yeah, you told me this before.
Of course.
A while ago, you told me this.
I've opened my home to many expats. I have no problem inviting people to come and stay with us and get a feel for how it actually works here. And it's nice meeting people from home or from all over the world. And yep, my offer stands whenever you get a chance to get out here.
Yeah, again, I'm waiting for when I get my Social Security. When I turn 62, I'm gonna cash out, and when I have a stable income,
There you go.
then I get to leave my aunt's basement.
Well,
but
when
my aunt's
do you turn
basement is very
62?
nice. February 23rd, I'll be 61, and then a year and a half I'll be.
Yeah.
February's coming around the corner. I mean, I'll be.
You got another
61.
year and a half. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
See, Big E paid my overstay fee, my $5,000. His company took care of half my they got it reducted to $2,000, and now and he paid my $2,000, and he said if I lose 80 pounds, if I go below 300 pounds, because right now I weigh 370 pounds, 375 pounds. He said if I lose 80 pounds, he'll pay my airfare back to the Philippines.
Dude, you're a big guy like you will lose. If you do a little intermittent fasting, do a little 16-8.
That's what I've been doing. I already.
Well, there you go.
40 pounds.
You can't at 350 pounds. You got to take in 5,000 plus calories to stay at your weight. So if you get yourself down to 2,500 some calories, you'll be knocking that weight off fast as you can imagine. You'll knock it right off.
Yeah, Monday I'm gonna have a colonoscopy, so they're just gonna blow. I'm gonna have that magic drink.
I hear Ricky's offering those for a short time for free.
Sunday I'm gonna have a magic drink, and I'm gonna be on the toilet.
I've been there and done that.
Yeah, this is gonna be my second colonoscopy.
Yeah.
I had one 7 years ago in Utah, but yeah. So I'm gonna be on the toilet Sunday, and then Monday I'm gonna have it done.
Be more Ron. There's no way I can do without the shower, the running water, the air con, the hot water. I got to have all that, dude.
Yeah, Ron's gonna go back to Thailand. He just left like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, he said he lives here on 10,000. I don't know how you would live here on 10,000. You'd have to really cut it. That's for sure. I mean, that's cheaper than how Barry lives. Oh, I was gonna say, okay. Well, hey guys, I am gonna run. It's been great. I'm glad I had a chance to spend some time and answer some questions. Get a chance to talk with you. I will. I'll stop by every now and then.
Yeah,
good talking to everybody again for the second time.
Yeah. Yeah, you made a lot of you give a lot of information, and so you made a lot of people happy. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get off also. I've been on for like an hour, 2 hours and a half. So appreciate you guys. Thanks, Don, for coming on.
Yep.
Appreciate your time.
Have a good day, Kevin.
Yeah. Well, it's 10:35. Kentucky time,
evening,
Central
right.
Time. All right, my friend. Have a good afternoon. Yeah, that was very cool. He made an excellent show. A lot of people gave good thumbs up for his information. He's a very informative person. And I was nice. John and some people give me some good some good jingles. So thank you guys. Freebird and Balut John, thank you guys for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Rent is coming. Gotta there's no freebies in this in my basement. Oh heck. Yeah. Gotta pay for this colonoscopy. Maybe he's just gonna stick a hose. turn on the water. get the rotor out. There she blows. Run. Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to Sunday. Gonna have to drink. Gotta drink that liquid. Maybe I'm gonna have a show Sunday. Be drinking it. Just a moment and run to the bathroom. Yeah, I think I'll have a show on Sunday. The night before. I think that's gonna be kind of funny. Maybe have a see how much I can make. Kind of like when like a telethon. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, Black Dave, thanks for coming out. Norwegian Polar Bear, nice to see you again. I hope you guys enjoyed our show today. I did. I mean, had a lot of interest in. We had Ed come out, and a whole bunch of you guys coming out and enjoying. Yeah, very, very nice. You pay. Well, I'm going to be paying on the toilet. Oh, heck. Close your eyes. Boy, hey, they on Monday they're gonna sedate me. You know, they're gonna put me to sleep for that colonoscopy, so but when I'm on the toilet here, I'm gonna be wide awake. Doing that toot toot. Oh, how much time do we got? Yeah, I'm trying to wait 2 more minutes. Hey, Junior, how you doing, my friend? You missed a good show earlier. We had Don C on enlightening us on Vietnam and Thailand. Yeah, very, very, very good. Yeah, be more Ron. I'm gonna have a show on Wednesday. If you guys want to come back, Wednesday night, same time, 8 o'clock. Come back and we'll. Oh, okay, yeah. Pretty good show. Don, she was telling us what's going on. Pretty interesting. I didn't know about the food situation in Vietnam. If you like Thai, like style of Thai food and French cuisine. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. Little bit of both mixtures combined to each other. You was in 2019 over in Vietnam. That'd be kind of nice. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging out with us here in the bullpen. Blue John, thanks for coming and visiting. John was cooking dinner as he was hanging out with us. You guys have a good week. Be safe, eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow, you never know what's going to happen. Don't forget, you guys, this is all entertainment. Don't get all crazy and butthurt. If you don't agree with what we say, take it with a grain of salt. You know, just sit back and enjoy the entertainment. Try to better yourself, better your neighbor, mostly better yourself. You know, just improve yourself. Eat, drink, and be merry. That's my attitude. All right, you guys, have a good week. Be happy. Don't think you're better than the next guy. Oh, what is this? Are your aunt's family there? Mind you, this house is so big. It's huge. This house is this house is so spread out that sometimes we don't even see each other. Sometimes we I think this house is like 4,500 square feet. It's like three stories. It's huge. It's on five acres. Plus a lake in the background. It's a nice place. But I do live in the basement. Jerk off. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later on. Thanks for hanging out here in the bullpen. Again, eat, drink, and be merry. God bless. Talk to you guys on Wednesday. Blue John, thanks for the super chat. Everybody else that helped out with the super chat, Freebird, thank you also. Yeah. $1, 1 peso, 1 centavo, $100. You know, we all thank you guys very much. Appreciate your time. All right, you guys.